intro I've been meaning to use for a really long time. The first time that I ever met Leanne Graham was at the Yule Ball in New York City with Lizzie. I didn't originally see her. I didn't think she'd be there because she tweeted a few days beforehand that she was at the one in Philadelphia. All of a sudden it's the end of the show and we're all like talking to people and Lizzie's like, Sara Michelle, Leanne is behind you. And I'm just like, ah! So that's when that happened. I wanted to talk about something that I've been thinking about a lot. Something has been kind of bothering me. I've just been thinking about it a lot and I wanted to do a video on it. So I'm going to talk to you about being trendy. Actually, more so I'm going to talk to you about not being trendy. Fashion trends are everywhere. We obviously cannot escape them, and especially because of where we are in our lives, where we are either in college or just finished college or in the real world. Like, fashion is something that we see and it's something that we face. But how do you actually get into fashion? How do you actually know what the trend is before it's a trend? One trend that I just don't get are Ugg boots. I don't get them, I don't have them, I don't like them. Whatever, that's fine. Some people like them, some people have them. Actually, let's be honest, a lot of people have them. But when did that become a trend? In my mind, it went from no one was wearing them to everyone was wearing them. Everyone all of a sudden had these things and all of a sudden that was the trend. Like, do these people get trend newsletters or something? I don't know. I don't know how you find out what the trend is. The other thing is leggings. I didn't know that leggings were a trend until everyone was wearing leggings. And now the thing that's becoming a thing are patterned black tights. Granted, I think they're awesome. I think they look really cool. But I didn't know it was a trend until I went to an a cappella concert and every single girl in one of the a cappella groups was wearing different patterned black tights. How do they know that this is a trend? When does it become a trend? I just didn't know, and I thought I was like pretty up to date on maybe not like fashion, but you know, stuff that happens in the world. I didn't think I was so far behind that something can be happening everywhere and I had absolutely no idea. In other news, Sarah, thank you so much for your good luck wishes. For those of you who do not follow me on Twitter and did not see my tweet, I am going to be performing 2 shows in the next month. The first one is actually in 10 days on March 12th. One of my best friends from home is part of an English club and they put on open mics, and she basically asked to have it scheduled during my spring break so that I'd actually be able to go. Upon which I asked if I could play because I've been writing music and I want to play. And she said, of course you can play. The second one is a little bit more exciting. One of my friends who I met at the Harry and the Potter show at Mount Holyoke was recently scheduling a Wizard Rock show in Amherst, and she invited Lizzie and I to go to it, and we're like, yes, we're going. And then I went onto Twitter and I talked to Erica and I said, is there any chance that I can play? She said, well, you'd have to talk to the Blittering Humdingers because it's technically their show. So I talked to the Blittering Humdingers. I talked to Scott and I asked him if I could play some songs that I've written, and that unfortunately they're not Harry Potter related, and I'm really sorry because there's just so many wonderful things in Harry Potter to write about and I haven't been able to narrow it down to one song yet. But the next morning, as in yesterday morning, I received an email back saying, yes, that's a great idea. You can totally perform. I'm so excited. To give you an idea of other people who are performing at the show, we've got the Blittering Humdingers and Lauren Fairweather / I feel like we should be calling her Lauren Majakamo, and the Whopping Willows and Justin Finch Fletchley. What? I'm excited to be playing, not only just to be getting my music and my name out there, but also I'm really excited about the audience. The audience is going to be Wizard Rockers and Nerd Fighters, and I'm going to be really nervous, and so being around Wizard Rockers and Nerd Fighters is going to make the nerves a lot less giant. I just feel like that is definitely the best kind of community to start putting myself out there in because it's such an accepting community. We all know how accepting the Nerd Fighter community is. We are a group of people who all had issues fitting in and being accepted, and then we find this and we are all just welcomed in with open arms, and it's pretty much the best feeling ever. And I'm sure it goes the same way for music. I'm sure that if I want to be accepted or supported, then the Nerd Fighter community is definitely the best place for me to look to for that. I'm going to wrap this video up because I've been talking for a while. Have a wonderful weekend, and Lizzie, I will see you on Monday.